In this module, I will be showing you how to create your awesome content using Camtasia Studio. This will include editing, removing noises, creating transitions, and rendering your videos. Let's get started. Click Camtasia to run the program. To start, click Record on the top right screen, and a frame of what you want to record will pop up. This middle pointer allows you to adjust the position of the frame. What I want you to focus on is this box below it. Under the Select Area side, you have the option to do a full screen or a custom recording. Custom recording lets you choose your desired dimensions. On the right side is the recording inputs. Over here you can choose to turn on your camera while recording and also audio. Beside it is where you can adjust the volume of your audio. So make sure to adjust everything that I've mentioned before you start recording. You can do so by clicking the Rec button to record. Say, for example, you want to record this notepad. You need to make sure that it fits the frame. Anything outside of the frame won't be recorded. In the next module, I'll teach you how to edit your recorded video. For this part, I will show you how to edit your video. This includes splitting and cutting videos. Additionally, you will learn how to separate the audio from its video and adding new audio for the video. Let's get to it. Click Import Media and choose the recording that you've done previously with Camtasia. As you can see, that recording will be put in your media bin. To begin, just drag and drop the video to the timeline below. Most of your editing process will be done here in the timeline. You can click Play to preview the recorded video. Before we begin editing, I would suggest you magnify the track by adjusting the magnifying bar here. You can also adjust the track height if you want a bigger view of your track. Moving on, say for example you want to cut the first part of the video. To do so, you need to split your video. Simply drag the tracker to the part where you want to split it, then click the Split option on top. As you can see, you just separated the first part of the video from the main video. To remove it, all you have to do is highlight on the split part and click Cut. There you have it. Now I'll show you how to separate the audio from its video while adding a new audio to your track. Right-click the video and choose Separate Audio and Video option. The newly appeared track you see here is actually the separated audio from your video. To remove it, just click on the track and cut it. With that, you've successfully removed the audio from its original video. Now it's time to add a new audio to your video. Click on this plus icon and choose Import Media. Then from the pop-up box, choose the audio you want to use. Drag and drop the audio into the timeline and you are done. Finally, it's time to render your video into a proper high-definition and readable video format. All you need to do is click Share and choose the Local File option. In the pop-up box, click the Custom Production Settings. I want you to focus only on these two options. It is the MP4 only for 720 pixels and the MP4 only for 1080 pixels. A high-definition content recording is a must for all kinds of videos you want to create. That is why these two are the best options out there. For this tutorial, I'm going with MP4 only for 720 pixels. Moving forward, label your production or project name. Don't forget to choose the destination folder on where you want to save it. Then click Finish. As you can see, a progress bar showed up. Wait for it to finish rendering and you will be notified that your production is complete. Click on Open Production Folder to look up on your video. There you have it. You've successfully recorded an on-screen content video and rendered it to MP4. Your content is now ready to be uploaded and shared across multiple platforms. Hello and welcome back. In this video tutorial, you will learn how to properly insert the ebook cover you have created on Canva.com. The first step is to head to the top of your Word document and click on Layout. Then proceed to click on Size, where it will display a number of document measurements. Select A4 as your standard document size. The next step is to insert the cover image you have created on Canva. Click on Insert and select Photo. Click on Picture from File. Search for the cover you have created and insert it in your document. When your cover image is inserted, click on the image. You will notice that a Format Picture option will appear on top of the document. Head to Wrap Text and make sure you select Behind Text. Then on the right-hand side of your document, the document size is displayed. You need to adjust the height and width of your cover image to A4 size, aligning it with the overall document size. The height of your image should be 29.7 centimeters, while the width is 21 centimeters. Now you may see that your cover image size is changed to A4. Click on the image and adjust it more to fit the document. However, you may notice that the size of your image may change slightly when you are adjusting the image to fit the document. That is completely fine. All you need to do is tweak the height and width of your image until it fits. Usually, the size will vary plus or minus 1.0. How to detect if you have properly inserted your ebook cover? This is when you can see no white lines on the sides as well as the top and bottom of your document. This means your cover image has occupied the whole space of the blank page. You are then good to go. How to convert to PDF and password protect your ebook. In this tutorial, I'll walk you through the steps in converting your Word document to PDF, as well as password protecting your completed ebook. The first step is to head to the top of your document and click on File. Then there will be a number of options for you to choose from. Select Export. When you have clicked on Export, you will then have two options, which is Create PDF XPS Document and Change File Type. Select Create PDF XPS Document. A window will pop up once you have clicked on the selection. This window will enable you to select where you want to save your exported file. To make it easier for you to search for your file, I recommend you save it on your desktop. The next step is to password protect your ebook. You can see on the right-hand side of the pop-up window there is an Options button. Click on it and a small pop-up window will appear. Under PDF Options, tick on the box that says Encrypt the document with a password. Then click OK. A window will pop up asking you for your password. Type in your preferred password and re-enter your password. When you are done, click OK. Then proceed to click Publish. Your document is now saved in PDF version and is secured. I recommend that you cross-check your saved document. When you open your document, a password will be required before you can view the content. When you have typed in your password correctly, you can then access your document and its full content. In this video tutorial, you will learn how to create your ebook cover using a site known as Canva.com. This is very easy to use, especially for beginners. The first step is to head onto the site and register for an account. You can either sign up with Facebook, Google, or email. When you've set up your account, you can then proceed to log into the site. When you have logged in, at the left-hand side of the site, click on Create a Design. You will then be directed to Popular Design Types, where there are various designs for you to choose from. As we are focusing on creating an ebook cover, select Ebook. On the ebook page, you are able to view a blank canvas in the middle. Then on the left-hand side, there will be several options such as Layout, Elements, Text, Background, and Uploads. First, let's explore Layout. This option includes various designs for your ebook cover. Next is Elements. This option has 9 different categories to customize your cover. This includes free photos, grids, frames, shapes, lines, illustrations, icons, charts, and I love Canva. Let's click on Free Photos, for example. There are many free photos you can choose from to insert your cover. For frames, you are also able to choose different frame types for your cover. Next is Text. Text provides you different designs for your fonts. This includes your heading, subheading, and body texts. Most importantly, many of them are free. For background, you can select any background of your choice to insert on your ebook cover. Last but not least is Uploads. Uploads enables you to upload your own images from your computer to create your cover. Now let's start creating our ebook cover by clicking on Layout. The design that you choose will appear on the blank canvas in the middle of the page. As you can see, there are layouts that are freely provided for you, and there are designs that you need to purchase. Now you need to select a design. When you've selected your design, you may also edit the captions on the cover according to your ebook content. For this video tutorial, I'll change the title to Learning to Create an Ebook on Your Own. You may also edit the author's name as well as the other minor descriptions of the cover. As mentioned before, you may also select different text styles apart from the ones readily available on the layout covers. You can also change the background according to your preference. But for this tutorial, I will stick to the original cover design provided. When you are done with your cover design, you can now download it. Click the Download button on the top of the page. You are then given a choice to save your file in JPEG, PNG, PDF, or PDF print. Select PNG, then click Download. Your file is now being saved and it will take several seconds. When it's downloaded, your ebook cover is now good to go and ready to use. Welcome back. In this video tutorial, you will be learning how to format your ebook. We'll be focusing on how you can set your page margin, header, and footer, as well as the Shift+Enter formula. First is to set your document's margin. On the top of the Word document, click on Layout. Then you'll see a number of options. Click on Margins, select Normal. Now you are able to see that the document is aligned according to the margin. Next is inserting your header and footer. Click on View and select Header and Footer. Then your header and footer will appear. You can then type in your preferred header and footer. For this tutorial, I inserted content creation videos. What you type in will automatically sync with the number of pages that you have in your ebook. You can then click Close when you are done. Next is the Shift+Enter formula. This formula is important as it enables you to type in a new line and not a new paragraph. Let me illustrate an example for you. I have typed in a short paragraph and have come to the end of the page. I use the Shift+Enter formula, and it enables the content to remain in the same paragraph without adding any unnecessary gaps or spaces. By using the Shift+Enter formula, especially when you have reached the end of the page, you are able to avoid unnecessary spaces between paragraphs as your content is dragged further down when you choose to use the Enter key. Hello and welcome to the Content Creation video course. For this first tutorial, I'll walk you through the simple formula for your ebook content creation. I like to call this rule the 5x5 formula. This simply means your content should at least have 5 points where each of the points will have another 5 subpoints. Let me illustrate an example for you. Let's say you're publishing content on how to create your ebook. Your content should have 5 main points, which I have listed accordingly. Then each of the main points, for example, the first point, creating content, will have a breakdown of another 5 points. This applies to all of the main points of your content. This will speed up your content creation journey and you will never go wrong. Hello and welcome back. In this video tutorial, you will learn how to create your table of contents in a systematic way. Your content will appear in a more organized and easy to comprehend manner. First, on top of your Word document, click on Document Elements. You'll then be directed to Table of Content. Then, you are able to view a small arrow heading downwards. Click on the arrow. A list of automatic Table of Content will show. You may then select whichever heading you want to apply on your table of content. For this video tutorial, I'm selecting Classic as my heading. As you can see, your table of content is yet to be completed as there are no entries yet. Therefore, the next step is to insert entries to your table of content. I've already typed in 5 different sections to be inserted. You now need to click on the Home option on your document. Then head to Styles. Before you click on anything, make sure you highlight the first sentence or heading of your section. In this case, it's creating content. Select Heading 1. As you can see, our first heading is now enlarged and is formatted. Continue to apply the same rule to all of the different sections. Now, all of the first headings are prominent compared to the others. The next step is to highlight your second heading. When you've highlighted the subheading, head on to Styles and click on Heading 2. Your subheading is now formatted, but slightly smaller than your first heading. Apply the same rule to all the subheadings in your document. When you're done, each of your sections now have their main heading and subheading that is clearly distinguishable. To complete the table of content, head back to the table of content that we have set up earlier on. Then click on Table of and select Update Table. Your table is now linked to your headings and is completed. This is a very effective method to organize your content. In this module, I'll be showing you how to edit both images and background images for your slides. Keep in mind that both have different purposes for your content, and that includes editing them. First, I'll show you how to add and edit images. Simply click on Insert from the tab and choose Pictures. A new window will pop up, prompting you to choose the picture that you want to use. Once you've chosen a picture, it will be added to your slide. To edit the picture, all you need to do is click on the picture, and as you can see on top of the screen, a new tab, Format, appears. If you click on that tab, you will get to see all the editing options available for you to choose from. You can do picture corrections, colors, and add artistic effects under the Adjust section. Once you've chosen the adjustment you want to make for your picture, click on the option and it will be applied instantly. Additionally, you can style or frame up your picture using the Picture Style section. As you can see, there is a range of styles that you can choose from. You can hover your mouse to any styles to see a quick preview of it. Let's go with this one. Additionally, you can also add borders, effects, and layout to your picture. Border gives an outline to the picture using different colors and lines to it. Effects, on the other hand, adds a visual effect to your picture, such as giving it shadows, reflections, glows, and 3D rotations. Finally, layout. Choosing a layout means you'll convert your picture to a built-in smart art graphic that can arrange, caption, and resize the pictures easily. Next is the Arrange section. This section helps arranging your picture to move either forward or backward. For example, if you have a text to be put up on top of your picture, click on the picture and send it backwards. This will automatically put your text forward instead of your picture. Next and final section is the size. If you ever need to crop your picture, click Crop and adjust the picture the way you want it to be cropped. You can also adjust the height and width of it using the arrows here. That is how you edit and format a normal image. Background image, on the other hand, differs from normal image. To see the difference, right-click on any slide and choose Format Background. From the options given, you can fill your slide background using a solid, gradient, picture, or pattern backgrounds. Say, for example, you want to use a solid fill as your background. From the window, choose your desired color and click Apply. See how it applies to the chosen slide? If you want to use this color for the rest of your slide, you can just click Apply to All from the previous box, and the rest of your slides will change accordingly. This technique also applies to the rest of the background fill options, be it patterns and pictures. There you have it. In the next module, I'll show you how to edit your text to give it a more compelling effect to your content. Welcome back. In this module, we're going to insert audio and video to your PowerPoint slides. First of all, for video, all you need to do first is to click on the Insert tab. Then, to the far right, click on the Audio button. Choose Audio from File to start importing your preferred audio from your computer. Once you insert the audio, a speaker and controller icon will appear. You can drag the icon to any position in slide. That's about it for adding audio. For video, go to the same Insert tab, look for Video, and click Video from File. Choose your desired video and resize it to fit your slide. Just click the Play button if you want to review the video. That's all for adding audio and video to your PowerPoint slides. Finally, in the next module, we're going to convert your default PowerPoint video format to a higher definition video format. We've reached the final module on creating content using PowerPoint videos. Previously, when you saved your PowerPoint project to a video, it will automatically be in WMV format. Personally, this is not a reliable video format. The video format that I would suggest you use is MP4. It is high definition and works amazingly across multiple platforms, both online and offline. For this purpose, we're going to use a free converting software called Any Video Converter. First, click the Add or Drag Files and choose the WMV PowerPoint video. Then you need to change the video format output. Click the box besides Convert Now and scroll all the way down to find Customized MP4 Movie. This is the option that you need to choose. Next is the video size. Below the preview panel is the basic settings box. Click on the video size and make sure that it follows the original size of your video. In this case, it is 1280 by 720. Don't forget to set the output folder of your video. If everything is in order, click Convert Now. Depending on the size of your video, the time taken for it to be converted will vary. As you can see, once your video has been converted, it is now in MP4. Congratulations! You've successfully created a fresh new content video using only PowerPoint slides and converted it to MP4 video format. Time to add transitions and animations to your content videos. To begin with, start with clicking on the Transition tab on top of the screen. As you can see, there is a range of transitions that you can choose from. Simply choose one that you wish to put on your slides. Let's go with the Push option. Now, if you go to the Effect options, it gives you an additional effect to the Push option. You can set the direction of the effect from bottom, left, right, and top. What's more, you can allocate the time taken for the effect to be applied. You can set it to appear slower or faster than the default 1-second timing. Just change the duration and click on the effect to see it in action. Should you find the effect suitable to your content, simply click Apply to All, and the same effect will be applied to all the slides. That sums up the creation of transitions to your slides. Now it's time to add animations to your text. First of all, click on the text box. Next, look for the Animation tab on top, and a set of animation will be shown. Pick any animation that you would like to use for your text, for example, fly-in. Similarly, the Effect option is available if you want to change the direction of the animation. In addition to that, click on the Animation pane. If you have more than one animation in a slide, you need to arrange the sequence to show which comes first, second, and so on. For example, you would want the first animation to start with Previous, meaning the text will appear automatically after the whole slide emerges. You can set its individual timing and delay if you want to. Let's add another text animation. Choose an animation for the next text box and watch how the right pane adds its sequence at second. Finally, set it to Start after Previous. This will allow it to appear automatically after the first appearance. That is how you add transitions and animations to your PowerPoint slides. For this section, I'll show you how to set your PowerPoint slides to a high-definition landscape mode. Click the Design tab. From there, click on Page Setup, and a window box will pop up. Click the drop-down button for and choose On-Screen Show 16 by 9 option. Make sure that the slide orientation is set to Landscape. That's it. This will ensure that your video will be saved at its best resolution for your content. So make sure you set this setting first before you start filling your slides with content. Next, you'll learn how to add transitions and animations to your slides. Previously, I taught you how to edit and format both image and background image for your content. Now, I'll show you how to add some text effects to your content. First off, click on the text box of your text. From there, you can see a new tab called Format appear on top of your screen. Just like the previous module, in the Format tab, you'll get to see all kinds of editing sections available for your text. Since we only want to edit the text directly, we will be focusing on the Word Art Styles section. If you scroll down to it, you can see all kinds of instant text styles. Let's try choosing one. Note how once you've chosen the one that you want, you can see an immediate change to your selected text. Just like what you did on the previous module, you can edit the text further using the text fill, text outline, and text effect. Utilize all three options to get the best result for your text. For now, let's add a 3D rotation to the text. Go to Text Effect and choose 3D Rotation. Pick one of your preferred effects and apply it to the text. That's how you style up your text. At this point, you've mastered both image and text editing skills for your content video using PowerPoint. For the next part, I'll show you how to add audio and video to boost your content. In this module, I'll be showing you how to record your PowerPoint slides into a video format. Once you've prepared all your slides, what you need to do is click on the File tab and choose Save and Send. From there, look for Create a Video option. Choose the Computer and HD Displays out of the remaining three options here. I would recommend you to choose the first one because that's the size you would want your videos to be. For this option, you can choose to not use or use a recorded timings and narrations depending on your content. I'll choose the first one for this example. Also note how you can set the default transition speed on each slide. Let's just go with 3 seconds for each slide. Click Create Video, choose your file destination, rename it, and start saving the video. As you can see, the default video format is in WMV. Not the best video format out there, but we're going to change it later in this module. There you have it, you've recorded your slides into a video. To start adding transitions to your video, all you need to do is click the Transitions option. If you scroll down, you can see that Camtasia has a variety of transitions available for you to choose from. You can hover your mouse over it to see a short preview of each transition. Let's go with Fade. Drag the transition, and before you add it to the video, you can see that you can put it either at the beginning or at the ending of your video. For now, let's choose the beginning. Once you've done that, preview the transition. See how your video fades in from the beginning? But if you want to make the transition fade in longer, all you need to do is extend the transition like this. Now, as you can see, the extension allows the transition to appear longer and slower. Next, let us try putting another transition at the end of the video. Drag the fade through black transition and drop it at the end. Using the same technique, you can choose to extend the transition by dragging it within your video. Don't forget to preview it to see if it is to your liking. That concludes adding transitions to your video. Continuing where we left off, I am going to show you how to remove background noises from your video. All you need to do is click the Audio Effects option. Over here, you have some audio effects that you can choose from to manipulate your audio. To remove the background noises, just choose the Noise Removal option. Drag and drop the effects to your audio. As you can see, the effect is being automatically applied to your audio. Neat, right? That's all there is to it for the removal of background noises. In the next module, I'll show you how to apply transitions to your video. Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can further personalize your pages and posts in WordPress using personalization texts, or also known as shortcodes given by Wishlist. First up, I'm going to show you an example of what you can do. It doesn't matter what theme you're using. First, click on Edit and add in Post. Again, this is just an example. What I want to draw your attention to is there is a section here called WLM Shortcodes. When you pull down this menu, you will see that there are shortcodes. Then there will be a list of shortcodes where you can further add into the content of your website. For example, WLM underscore first name and WLM underscore last name means that your member's first name and last name has already been added into the membership site. Another element you would want to focus on will be the WLM underscore login form. You can choose to put this anywhere on the page in the widgets. Therefore, whenever someone logs into the membership site, the page will be further personalized. So here's an example. I'm going to add in a short code, which is the WLM_first name. Now I'm going to click Update or Save and view the page. As you can see here, the name of the member is already embedded into the page. This is good for you as it allows your membership site to be widely personalized, as well as giving a better experience to your members. In this video, I'm going to show you how to record sound in MP3 using the built-in sound recorder and Audacity. Usually, when you record sound for voiceovers, you can use the built-in sound recording software, or you can download the Audacity software free online. First off, let's record sound using the sound recorder. It's really straightforward. Just open Sound Recorder and you will see something like this. Next, to record sounds, just click Start Recording, and as you can see, the software is recording your voice as you speak. After you've finished recording, simply click Stop Recording, and a window will appear prompting you to save your recording. Let's go ahead and save this, but first you can also select where you want to save this, and in this case, I've selected to save it on the desktop. And there you go, the recording is now successfully saved. The second recording software I'm going to show you is Audacity. You can find this online and download it for free. After you've downloaded and installed the software, open it, and you'll see something like this. This will be the main interface on which you can record or edit the sounds. On the top left portion of the screen, you can see 6 buttons, which are Pause, Play, Stop, Skip to Start, Skip to End, and Record. To start recording sounds using Audacity, simply click the Record button, and you'll see the software recording your voice. After you have finished recording, click Stop to stop the recording. To replay what you have recorded, click Play again. And to stop it, click Stop. After you're satisfied with everything, you can go ahead and save it. Click on File, and then Export, and then select MP3 as the file you want to save. At this point, you can also select where you want the file to be saved, and in this case, I selected Desktop. Click Save. Then a new window will appear, prompting you to insert the details of the sound clip you have created just now. The fields are artist name, track title, album title, track number, year, genre, and comments. You can fill these out if you want. After that, you can go ahead and click OK. So there you have it. That was how you record sounds in MP3. In this video, I'm going to show you how to record high-quality audio. Having your sound clips in high quality is essential because it will help the overall quality of your sound clips, which will be very important when you do voiceovers for modules or videos. There are 3 main components that play a big part in ensuring you record the highest quality audio possible, and they are the environment, the recording device, and your voice. The first component is the environment. It's important that you do your recording in the most conducive environment possible. This is because ambient sounds like traffic, conversations, the hums and buzzes from the air conditioning and fans could reduce your recording quality. For home recording, it is best to have a special room for recording purposes. However, if you don't have it, a quiet room with sound-absorbing objects inside will work too. The objects can be a closet, paneling, wood boards, beds, chairs, sofas, shelves, and curtains. This is to reduce echo bouncing from the walls, floor, and ceiling, which can reduce the recording quality. You can also invest in making a special booth for recording. However, if you think that buying a ready-made recording booth to be too expensive, there are lots of videos online that can teach you how to build your own recording booth at home. The second component is the recording device. This is the most obvious component. No recording can be done without a recording device like microphones or specialized sound recorders. As you may have known, to get high-quality voice, you must go for the premium devices, which unfortunately are very expensive. Some microphones and recording devices may cost thousands of dollars. Don't fret, however. There are actually very affordable microphones that produce very high-quality sound. One such example is the Blue Microphone's Yeti. This is because it has studio-quality sound recording, which is a big plus if you want high-quality audio. It's also very affordable. You can get this online for lower than $150. The third is also the biggest advantage. It's plug-and-play properties. You just simply plug into any USB port on your computer, do some simple settings, and you're ready to record. The third component is the source of the sound itself, which is your voice. The main goal of voice recording is to produce crisp, clear sound recordings with a clear voice. If this cannot be achieved, you may find that your recordings are less than satisfactory. During recording, it's worth it if you speak slower. Basically, you slow down a bit from your usual speaking speed. This is because when we speak naturally, we have no interruptions in our speeches compared to recording. Even with a script, you may find yourself stumbling around and speaking in a very unclear way if you try to speak too fast from a script. This brings me to the third point, which is practice. Before doing the final recording, I highly recommend you do 2 to 3 practice recordings and hear them back. This way you can fine-tune your voice, tone, and speed, ensuring the final recording to be your best. The biggest thing that can help you here is a script, which will help you with your speech and ensure a smooth recording session. So there you have it. That was how you can improve your sound recording and produce high-quality audio all the time, every time. Hello and welcome to the podcast video tutorial. In this tutorial, I'll walk you through the steps in creating your own podcast to market your brand and content. First off, what is a podcast? A podcast is most commonly known as Internet radio on demand. It usually comprises of a series of episodes of spoken audio which is often catered towards a specific niche or theme. It is different from traditional radio as it showcases original content and not just a repurpose of the radio's content. Podcasts are readily available online and you're able to subscribe to a podcast and get weekly updates of new episodes. This can be done via the podcast app on your phone, or you can even browse the podcast sites via desktop. You may listen to the podcast anywhere when you have downloaded the podcast series. How to start your own podcast? Starting up your own podcast is not impossible, but it does take some time for beginners. Bear in mind that it's not just simply audio recordings. You need to be committed and consistent in order to generate a loyal following, as well as producing valuable content. In order to produce quality content, you also need suitable equipment to start your podcast. The first equipment you need is a good quality microphone. This is important as you would want to produce crystal clear audio. Therefore, I recommend the Blue Yeti microphone. The Blue Yeti's quality is rich for its cost as compared to other microphones available out there. However, if you're just starting out, any microphone at hand would do, but make sure you're able to produce good audio. The second most important equipment is a computer. Any Windows computer or Mac would work fine to record, edit, and upload your audio recordings. The third equipment you need is an audio editing software. For beginners, I recommend Audacity as it is a free open source program. There are other options to choose from out there, but the license fees can get quite costly. When you have all the suitable equipment at hand and you've recorded your audio, you will then need to search for a place to host your podcasts. This step is crucial as it enables your podcast to be showcased on directories and apps. Where can you host your podcasts? There are a number of places to host your podcast. 1. SoundCloud. You can host your podcast on SoundCloud for free. The good thing about SoundCloud is that you can publish your audio almost instantly on the site itself. This makes it easy for you to share your podcast on various social media platforms. 2. Podbean. Podbean provides multiple platforms for hosting. The service also has its own iOS and Android app for listing. 3. Podomatic. This site is very user-friendly and offers free hosting with a sufficient bandwidth and storage for podcast beginners. There's also a Pro option that allows you more bandwidth. 4. Amazon S3. Amazon S3 does offer a free plan, but your storage is quite limited. They offer a paid service, which is dependent on the storage and bandwidth you use. When you have hosted your podcast, you can now search for directories to get your podcast listed on. There are various platforms where you can get your podcast listed. However, most podcasters will recommend that you get listed on iTunes. iTunes is the most popular directory and has the largest reach as compared to the other directories. Welcome back. In this video tutorial, I'll walk you through the 5 tips to create compelling podcasts. There are 5 tips to produce unique, quality audio content. 1. Focus on your niche. 2. Choose a strong name. 3. Create a cover image. 4. Insert theme music. 5. Add podcast chapters. Firstly, focus on your niche. As you may know, there are various existing podcasts out there. However, you do not need to create an entirely new podcast even though most of the topics are already covered. All you need to do is repurpose and have your own spin of the topics. Make sure you identify your niche as well as your audience. It's better to be as specific and clear as possible on what you want to venture into. For instance, if you choose to create a podcast on internet marketing, you may focus your podcast on how to be a successful internet marketer. The second tip is to choose a strong name for your podcast. The name you choose for your podcast is important as your audience will search for your podcast using it. It also reflects exactly what your podcast is about. Thirdly, you need to create a cover image for your podcast. This is the first thing your audience will see once they come across your podcast. Therefore, it must be captivating enough to attract their attention. An image is also required if you wish to list your podcast on the iTunes directory. Make sure that your podcast cover is also related to your content. The 4th tip is to insert theme music. This will make your podcast more memorable to your listeners. You may access free tunes for your podcast on sites like Free Music Archive and Vimeo's Music Store. The 5th tip is to add podcast chapters. This gives your users more control on what they choose to listen to. They can skip or select segments that they choose to listen to. They work like chapters in a book. When arranging your podcast in chapters, it represents your podcast in a more organized manner. Welcome back. In this video tutorial, you'll learn how to record your podcast using Audacity. The first step is to install and set up Audacity. Audacity is a great software for beginners. You can download Audacity 2.1.3 via audacityteam.org. When you have installed Audacity, you will now need to download and install the lame MP3 encoder to export your recorded audio files to MP3 later on. The next step is to connect your microphone to your device. Check if the software recognizes your microphone by clicking on the drop-down menu next to the small microphone icon. If you can see your mic, select it. On the top left corner, you can see the pause, play, stop, skip back, and skip forward, as well as the record buttons. To ensure that everything is functioning properly, click the record button and record yourself for a few seconds. Now you can play back your recording to ensure that everything is working and sounds good. The next step is to start recording your podcast. Recording via Audacity is quite straightforward. Just click the recording button and record your audio. When you're done recording, you need to save the file in an MP3 format. To do this, go to File, then Export Audio. Next, select MP3 files in the Save as Type drop-down menu. You then name your file and save it to your desktop. Open your saved MP3 file and try playing it on your preferred MP3 player. This is to ensure your recorded audio is working. As mentioned in the first chapter of this video tutorial, when you have recorded your podcast, you would need to search for a place to host your podcast so it will reach your targeted audience. There are various platforms to host your podcast, such as SoundCloud, Podbean, Amazon S3, Podomatic, and so on. However, for this tutorial, we will only be focusing on SoundCloud as it is user-friendly, especially for beginners. The first step is to sign up for a SoundCloud account. All you need to do is sign up by using an active email address. Remember to use the name of your podcast as the name that displays on your profile. A confirmation email will be sent to you, and you can then proceed using SoundCloud. The second step is to complete your profile information. Upload your profile image, add a description of your podcast to your profile's bio, which will then be used as your RSS feed description. In the links section, add links of your social media accounts. The next step is to adjust your content settings. On the Settings page, click the Content tab. You then need to choose a category for your podcast. There will be various categories to choose from, and select what is related to your content. Then click the Contains Explicit Content box if applicable. Select the Include in RSS feed. You would also want to select Creative Commons license. This will protect your content. Now you can proceed to upload your audio file by checking on Upload on the top right of the page. The upload may take a while depending on the size of your audio file. When you have uploaded your file, you need to fill in the details of the file. This will be your podcast. You would also need to upload an image representing your podcast. When you're done, click Save. Your podcast is now officially published, and your RSS feed is ready to be submitted to your preferred podcasting directories, such as iTunes and Stitcher. To submit podcast to iTunes, you need to head back to your settings page and click Content. Copy your RSS feed URL and follow the submission instructions on how to submit your feed to your preferred directory. You are now good to go. Hey there, in this video I'm going to show you how to configure your wishlist member settings after installation. As you can see, there are two types of configuration tabs itself. In the System pages, you notice that this is the page where you can choose to display members who try to access your protected content. For the default setting, you can see a very simple message that tells them that they are not able to view the members area. For starters, you may choose to leave them blank, or if you decide to have your own customized page, then you will enter the address of the page that will be displayed to the non-members. Now, I would want to bring your attention to something that you can monetize from. Scroll down the page and you'll see that there is an option called After Logout. Now, what this means to say is that whenever a member logs out of the members area, they'll be redirected to any address you want. In this case, you should take this opportunity to redirect them to a sales page of an offer or to an affiliate link. Once you're done, remember to click Save. You may choose to skip the other tabs. And now I want you to go to Miscellaneous, and you'll see that there is a list of options where you can choose yes or no. All of these are optional. What I want you to focus on is when you scroll down, there is this option called Show Affiliate Link and Footer. Select No. When you do this, the text powered by Wishlist will not appear on your login and registration pages. You may choose to change the other options any way you want, but most cases, leaving it by default will allow your membership to run as normal. Once you are done, you may click on Save and we will proceed to the next video. Hey there! In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create a new membership level within Wishlist. So, if you are starting on a new website, you will not see anything over here. Let's just proceed to add in a new membership level. We'll start off with the first membership level. Key in any name you want. If you plan to have different levels, you will do well to plan the name in advance. For example, I'm just going to call this Gold Membership Level. As you can see on the next column, your registration URL has already been created for you. You can choose to name it however you want, but I recommend you just leave it as it is, so it will be harder for people to guess your registration address. The next step is your redirects. How After Login works is that whenever a member logs in, he or she will see an existing web page of your choice. You can choose to leave this by default, or if you have already created a web page that you want your audience to see first, you can do so. I want to let you know that this is a good opportunity to show a one-time offer if you have any, and this will give you a chance to make money. The next part is called After Registration. This is the first page your member will see as soon as he or she signs up. Again, you can choose to leave this by default or send him or her to a specific web page of your choice. The following step is Access To. You're going to plan to have only one membership level for your membership site, then this will be quite straightforward, as you can opt for all of these options. Or you can just choose to leave these alone if you used to have different membership levels that have access to different pages in your website. Moving on is the length of subscription. If you are doing a monthly membership site, then it will make sense to put in every 30 days. When the payment does not go through, the membership will expire by itself. You must set this up with your payment process, which you can complete through the Integration tab, which will not be covered in this video. Alternately, if this is going to be a lifetime membership where your customer pays only once to have access to your membership site permanently, then you'd want to opt for the No Expiration Date. Now let's have a look at Advanced Settings. This is optional. For the registration requirements, I recommend you opt for Require CAPTCHA Image on registration page, as this protects your registration page against robots and automated sign-ups. If you really want to make sure that your members really want to sign up to your membership site, you can click on the second option, which is the Require Email Confirmation after registration. The rest of the options can be left alone, although you will do well to check them out and see if you'd like to add on some advanced settings to your membership site. But as far as the basics go, you're pretty much done and you continue to add new level. That's about it. Hello and welcome back. This video tutorial will teach you how to protect your pages. When you have your contents ready to go in your WordPress site, the next thing you would want to do is to tag the pages. That's the purpose of having this membership script. So when you're in the draft mode for pages, and if you scroll below, you may see the Wishlist Member option. The default setting is listed as No, do not protect the content. Non-member can access it. Therefore, anyone can access it. This page is meant for paying members only, so the next thing you would want to do is opt for Yes, protect this content, members only. The next question you'll be asked is select the membership level that can access this content, which means who can access the content. Therefore, if you have only one membership level, then opting for Charter will make sense. However, if you have multiple membership levels, you will have to decide which particular membership level will have access to this page. That's all there is to it. Frankly speaking, you do not have to change your settings, but if you're looking for something more advanced, you can consider enhancing your options further. Once you've updated your page, it'll be protected and no non-members can view this page. Hello and welcome to the Physical Publishing video tutorial. In this tutorial, you'll learn how to produce your CD using Kunaki.com. Kunaki is a free site provided for free which specializes in print-on-demand CDs and DVDs for audio, video, ebooks, games, or data. The first step is to type in Kunaki.com, and you'll be directed to their homepage. Then you click on Customer Login on the right-hand side of the page. If you're new to Kunaki, you need to create a new account to access the site by clicking on the New Publisher/Product option on the above tab. If you already have an account, all you need to do is to log in using your email and password. When you've logged in, you can view your account details. This traces back your activities as well as your previous product creation via Kunaki. To create a new product, click on Create and Submit New Product. You'll then be directed to the Create a New Product page, where you can see various options available. For now, all you need to do is to focus on the first three options on the page, specifically the Artwork Dimensions tools. This is where you create an artwork for your CD. Click on the option here, then you are able to view a page where it enables you to design your CD disc, the front case booklet panel, the inside booklet panel, as well as the back tray card. As you can see, each design already has a default design, which is Beethoven's character for example purposes. You are able to customize your own design based on your preferences. You can also view the available fonts for your designs. There's a range of fonts to choose from. The first step is to design your disc. You may select your own image from your files to be uploaded. When you have selected your image, it will then appear on the disk. You can then adjust the image by zooming in and out or adjusting it to the left or right. There's also a reset button to start again. You are also able to customize your disk's color as well as adjusting your banner size, position, and alpha. You can then proceed to insert the title for your disk. This depends on the type of content you're selling. For this tutorial, let's say you're selling an audio content on how to create an ebook. You can always change the type of font as well as adjusting the color and size to suit the theme of your content. You can then apply this to the subtitle as well as the footer of your disk design. The same steps are applied to Step 2, Step 3, as well as Step 4 of your CD case design. It's very simple to execute and takes only a short period of time. I'll demonstrate to you the steps for each section. When you are done with all of the designs, you can now download them one by one. On the right-hand side corner of each section, you can see View and Download Full-Scale Image in a new window. Click on that option. When you've clicked on it, a new window will appear where a preview of your completed design is shown. Right-click on the image and Save Image As. Name your file and select where you would want to save it. Your image is now saved and ready for use. Follow the same steps for all designs. When you're done, you need to log back into your account on Kunaki.com for the next step. Then, when you are directed to your account, click on Create and Submit New Product. On the next page, you'll need to select which type of audio file you're going to create. Select Audio CD that will play on all CD audio players. You may upload your audio files that are in WAV, MP3, AAC, WMV, and M4A, and other formats. The next step is to ensure that you select a jewel case for the type of case and select CD for the type of disc. You can then click on Upload Audio Files and Artwork to start creating your product. You are then directed to the New Product Submission page. This is where you need to upload the disc designs that you have created and saved earlier on. You'll do this step by step. The first step is to upload your front case image. This is followed by the inside case sheet and the disc image. Last but not least is your back tray image. When you've completed all of the steps, you will then need to upload your audio files. Make sure that the audio files tally with the chapters you have included in your disc design. Name the audio files according to the chapters. The final step is to enter your product information. The bold fields are the required field for you to fill in. You can disregard the other fields if you're just starting out on producing your CD. First, select the Add a Kunaki UPC barcode. Then add in the title and subtitle of your content. Fill in the release date of your CD and the label. When you've completed all the required steps, you need to upload your CD designs as well as audio files by clicking on the Upload button. The audio files may take some time to upload depending on the size. When the files are uploaded, you can now click Submit Product. When you have submitted the product, you will be directed to a page where it shows the status of your product. It may take a couple of minutes for the completion of your product. When your product is ready, you will be notified through the page as well as via email. Then you would need to log into your account to complete the payment process. On your page, head to your products and click Configure. You'll be directed to another page where you can request to order your free review copy. This is important as you will have an idea of how your product will appear and make tweaks along the way. All you need to do is fill in your details. You also have a choice to proceed to payment straight away if you are satisfied with the product. Click on Order Your Product. A preview of your product with its details will be shown to you. Various payment options are made available for you. All you need to do is fill in your payment details. The pricing details are also made available for you depending on the quantity you are ordering. When the payment is completed, your product will be shipped to you. Welcome back. In this video, you'll learn what is print on demand and how it works. What is print on demand? Products such as manuscripts, books, or CDs are printed or produced individually when there is a demand or order placed. This is different from your normal publishing as products are not produced in bulk before promotion or sales. Print-on-demand publishing has become more and more prevalent, especially among independent or self-publishing parties. How does print-on-demand work? It's quite simple. You only produce what is in demand. A print-on-demand publisher will have digital files of a product. They will only print or produce a product when it is ordered and will ship the order to the customer when it is ready. Let's illustrate an example. Let's say you have an audio home study course on how to lose weight by eating clean. You already have the readily made digital files and you do not produce it physical copy straight away. You only produce the physical CD when a customer orders or demands for it, regardless of the quantity. Why print on demand? There are 5 key benefits of print on demand. 1. Make more money out of your products. When you choose to publish with commercialized publishing companies, it will drastically affect your profit margin. For instance, the founder of Lulu.com, Bob Young, when he wrote his own book and had it published by a world-leading publishing company, only made $2,311 from the net profit of $500,000. Self-publishing enables you to set your price and profit from your own work. It also helps you to make money and save money. 2. No upfront printing or storage costs. No physical copies are held, therefore no bulk upfront printing costs are incurred. This also saves you the storage costs to store the printed copies. 3. Your product is readily available for sale. Unlike physical copies that are produced and printed beforehand, which require some time, when you print on demand, your products are ready to be sold anywhere and any time. All you need to do is convert your digital copy to a physical copy and ship your order. 4. Changes can be made almost instantly. When you detect an error or you need to improvise your content, you can easily make changes as you are dealing with the digital copy of your product. This takes time if you're dealing with in bulk, readily printed products. 5. Gives more control and power to self-publishers. You have complete control of the editing, design, as well as distribution process. You are also fully aware of where your money goes and the profit you make. Having listed out the pros of print on demand, there is a drawback of print on demand. As you are not producing your products in bulk, the cost may be higher. However, you are saving a lot from not spending money up front in the initial step.
Doing the research is usually the most difficult and time-consuming part of product creation. Once you've taken down your notes and you've finished your research, it's time to start creating your product. And there are many ways to create a product. You could write an ebook, you could outsource it, you could create audio lessons, and so on. And what I do is I just create video lessons. For me, that's the fastest. I don't have to worry about sitting down and typing down a 10-page document. What I do is I type down or I brainstorm on the Word document a list of the topics that I'm going to be talking about in my video course. I try to brainstorm a list of, say, 10 topics at least, and then I talk about 5 to 7 of them, whatever you feel comfortable with, as long as you're providing quality content to your customers, because they are going to be spending their hard-earned money on your product. You don't want to sell them a piece of garbage, so you got to make sure that your customers are getting something out of your product. Okay, so that's one of the first things you do after you've done research. You brainstorm a list of the topics for each video lesson in your product. Okay, and what I use is Camtasia to record the screen. If you can't afford Camtasia right now, you could do Google search for free software tools, video creation tools, or screen capture tools online. Okay, and so yeah, that's what I'm doing right now here. As you can see, I just use a Word document. You could use a PowerPoint if you want, but for me, I just try to be simple and try to make it as easy as possible. So what I'm doing here is creating a video, screen capture of me talking about these notes that I've typed down on my Word document. Okay, I've got the title of the video topic here, creating your product. So as it says here, it's what I'm doing right now. Okay, so hopefully I've got my message across here, and this is the way I create my products. I'm not going to go into how to write your own ebooks or other types of products because that's just not what I do. So with that said, hopefully you learned something from this lesson and how easy it is to create your video lessons. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next video lesson here. Okay, great. So you created your product and you've written your sales letter. Okay, so now you're good to go. But if you want to increase the value of your product or your funnel, it's best if you add upsells and downsells. Now, again, this is optional, but this is going to increase your chances of success because you're going to make more money if you offer upsells and downsells, and you're going to attract more affiliates. So, if you're not familiar with funnels, usually the way they work is you have a product that you would sell, and then when people buy your product, they would immediately be taken to an upsell offer to buy something that's related to your main product, and you could sell this for a higher price. And if they turn that down, they could be presented with a downsell offer where they could buy that product for a lower price. But of course, you would just take out some bonuses or have some reason for offering them a discount on that upsell. Okay, so every business that I can think of offers upsells. Amazon, McDonald's, it doesn't matter what business you're in, you need upsells to increase the sales you make per customer. Okay, and now when you're building these funnels, a great tool you could use is ClickFunnels. It's a software tool that I use to create my own sales funnels. It makes it a lot easier. Okay, so upsells and downsells, creating them can be a lot of hassle, especially if you have more than one upsell. Some marketers create up to 3 or 4 upsells. Okay, now another alternative to this, if you don't want to create more products to offer as upsells in your funnel, instead of creating more products, you can just offer the resale rights to your main product, and also private label rights if you want. So basically, let's say you have a product on how to drive traffic to your website. You would sell that on the front end, and when people buy that, you could offer them the opportunity to buy resale rights so that they can resell that course. And if they buy the resale rights, you could offer them another upsell where you could sell them the private label rights, meaning that they could edit the product and resell the product. Now, one of the big keys to your success is going to be the promotion efforts of your affiliates and your JV partners. Okay, so once you've created your funnel, you've listed your products, now let's go ahead and focus on launching your product. You need a JV page. Actually, this is optional, but if you have a JV page, you know what? You're going to be taken more seriously by potential affiliates and JV partners. When I'm looking to promote something as an affiliate, I'm looking for products to promote. If they don't have a JV page, chances are I'm not going to promote the product. Although I have promoted products that do not have JV pages, but if they have a JV page, the more likely I'm going to promote their product. I scan JV launch calendars such as Muncheye for products to promote, and that's what I recommend you do. Is that when you have a product launch coming, is to list your product on one of these many JV launch calendars, such as Muncheye. I just use Muncheye, but if you want, you could use other JV launch calendars. And what I'm talking about is websites where they list upcoming product launches, okay? Because you want to get exposure and you want affiliates to take notice of your upcoming product launch. Okay, now when on your JV page, you also want to have an opt-in form on there because you want to build a list of JVs and affiliates so that in the future, when you have other product launches, you can easily notify them. Okay, they don't have to go out looking for you. You could just notify them of your upcoming product launch. Okay, you also want to contact other marketers in your niche who may potentially want to promote your product. Okay, you also want to offer a cash contest. Again, this is optional, especially if you don't have any money. But if you do have the capital, you can go ahead and hold a cash contest to attract affiliates. You could offer cash prizes for the top 10 affiliates. You can offer speed prizes and others. If you want to get ideas on how to create cash or on the type of cash contest you could have, try to see what other vendors or product launchers are offering as cash prizes for their contests and how they model their contents. Okay, and you also want to email updates to your JVs and affiliates during the launch, and also remind them to promote your product, because after all, there are several product launches going on every day, and you are competing for the attention of your affiliates. Welcome to this course in which I'm going to teach you how to create a new product every month and launch a new product every month. And this is a great skill to have. Now, why is this skill important? Well, a lot of the successful marketers out there are good at launching new products consistently. And that's the thing with internet marketing, is that you always have to have fresh new products out there. So this course is going to go over that. I myself, I create new products every month for a membership, and sometimes I choose to also launch them. So in terms of the product creation part, I've got that patted down. It's become second nature for me to create products. So I'll give you some tips on how to do that in this course. And I will show you all the other things you need to do in order to have a successful launch. Now that you've created your products and set up your funnel, you're all ready to go and start selling. But one thing I recommend you do is to list your products on a platform or a network that will handle paying out the affiliate commissions for you, and that will help you in getting affiliates. And the top platforms or networks out there are JVZoo, Warrior Plus, and ClickBank. Now, if you're not in the make money online niche or the internet marketing niche, then I recommend you sell on ClickBank. But if you're on the make money or internet marketing niche, JVZoo and Warrior Plus are very good for those niches. They attract a lot of affiliates. Okay, they provide the buy now buttons for you. They pay you instantly through PayPal, and of course, there's no need for a merchant account. And same with ClickBank. If you list your products on ClickBank, you don't need a merchant account. But I recommend you test out other networks out there, see what works best for your types of products and your business, and also the situation that you're in. Okay, so lastly, I want to provide a case study in this video. It's my case study. I had a product launch on JVZoo in January of this year. I had it open for 7 days. I generated between 15 to 20,000. I'm not sure the exact numbers. I'm just estimating here. And what I did was, after it closed, I relisted it on the Warrior Plus network a couple months later, in the month of March, as a spring break special. I listed it again for 7 days. It probably did around half the amount of sales as it did on JVZoo originally. But probably, the reasons for this were that I listed it too soon. Okay, and a lot of the affiliates who promoted the second time, they also promoted the first time, and so a lot of their customers and subscribers were already exposed to this product, and a lot of them already bought it the first time they saw it in January. Okay, so there could be various other reasons, but anyways, I listed it again on the Warrior Plus network in the month of May. So this is the third time of me launching this product, and again, I didn't change anything for the product. I didn't update it. I didn't do anything for it. I just relisted it on Warrior Plus in the month of May as part of my birthday special, and I listed it for 3 days. And to my surprise, it did the same amount of sales, if not more, than when it originally launched in January for that 7 day listing. So that just goes to show you that things are very unpredictable in this business. It's best for you to test things out, because what works for me may not work for you. You just got to go out there and just execute and just put in the work. In this video, I want to show you how I generate ideas for the products that I create. And what I try to do is I just try to get ideas from other products. I try to see what the hottest selling products are, and then I just try to create a course on that topic. I try to make the product better, or I try to make a product on that same topic but from a different angle, or I just try to use my own voice. Okay, so here I am on warriorplus.com. This is a network where you can find products for sale. This is where you can sell your products, or this is a network where affiliates can find products to promote. Okay, you can go to the deal of the day. This is the product of the day chosen by the owner of warriorplus.com, and usually these are high quality products. Okay, so basically you want to model your product on best selling products or high quality products. You can also go to top products of the day, which you can see here, the list of the top 10 products. You could also see the top products from the day before, or the last 7 days, or the last 30 days. So you could just go down this list and look for a product that resonates with you, or something that you'd be interested in learning about. So number one here, it says powerful software. So obviously that's not going to apply to you. Number two is companion publishing profits. If you're interested in something related to that, you click on that. Something that caught my attention here was number five, passive profits masterclass. And this looks like a course that teaches about how to get passive income streams. So that's something I'm interested in. So I'd probably click on that, read the sales page, and I'd probably even buy the course and try to get ideas from it. And if you don't want to spend your own money, you could just read the sales copy, just try to guess what it's about, and then go on Google and do your own research and just try to create a product similar to that, but just based on the information you derived from a different source. Okay. Aside from warriorplus.com, you could also go to the warriorforum.com. And this is a forum for internet marketers, and you just go to the Warrior Special Offer section. And these are products being sold by other marketers here. And again, you want to look for a high quality product, or a product that's a best selling product that has sold thousands of copies. Because if you create a similar product to that on the same topic, chances are likely that people are going to buy it, right? Okay, so there's the warriorforum.com. There's also jvzoo.com. I'm not logged in right now, but if you have a JVZoo account, or if you register, when you're in the site, when you're logged in, you could see what the top selling products of the day are, or the last 7 days, and so on. So it's a similar idea to what I did on the Warrior Plus network. Okay, so those are the main ways that I generate ideas for creating my products.
Got an idea? Are you an expert at something? How about turning what you already know into cash? That's right. I'm going to show you how you can turn your knowledge or expertise into a cash-making machine. And even if you don't consider yourself an expert, that shouldn't stop you from doing this, because I'm sure you know of at least a friend or two who are experts at something, and you can leverage on them to create a sellable product on the internet that makes money hand over fist. According to a study by Cogital, in the last 3 months, 65.5% of internet users surveyed use the internet to gather information about services or products, and 65.9% gathered information on health issues. So are people looking for information online? You already know that. But here's where it gets more interesting. Lynda.com, an American online education company offering thousands of video courses in software, creative, and business skills, was acquired by Microsoft for a whopping $26.2 billion. JVZoo, the fastest-growing marketplace for digital products, raked in $50 million in sales within its first 4 years online. I could name more examples, but the question is there money to be made in selling information? You bet! That's why I am announcing the Expert Content Videos. Expert Content Videos is a collection of 30 on-screen, step-by-step video tutorials on how to turn your expertise and knowledge into a sellable, profitable product. This is exactly what top online marketers, experts, and gurus are doing and have been doing for years. With this, there's nothing to second guess or figure out. Pick your favorite product format and just follow. This works for coaches, trainers, speakers, consultants, authors, teachers, bloggers. As long as you have a skill or knowledge people are willing to pay for, and you haven't productized your knowledge just yet, then this is for you. And like I've said, even if you don't consider yourself an expert, there are many other experts out there you can do a joint venture with and offer to work with them. Finally, you get a proven, tried, and tested blueprint to productize your knowledge or even other people's and create a massive income stream through the internet. And the best part is, this can run without you and continue to make money for you even while you sleep. Quite unlike how you have to trade your time for money actively as a consultant or coach. Take action today. Place your order now.
Okay, so let's talk about writing your sales letter. And this is something that's usually done after creating your product, although sometimes it can be done before or while you're creating your product. Because when you're writing your sales letter, you could get ideas of what you're going to be talking about in your product. Okay, so this is something that I do sometimes, and sometimes I write the sales letter afterwards. So it all depends on the situation. Now, if you do not know how to write sales letters, you could outsource this, or you could just learn how to do it yourself. You're going to have to invest in books and courses. Of course, you could also learn for free. You could do a Google search. Maybe there might be some YouTube videos that teach how to write sales letters or how to copyright. And yeah, and you also want to learn from reading other sales letters. Okay, you could actually just copy some of them, not word by word, but just copy how they're done and just put in your own words, put in your own story. So that's one thing that most marketers do, is to try to collect a swipe file. Okay, try to have a swipe file of over 100 or even hundreds of sales letters that you can copy or take notes from. Okay, but of course, do not plagiarize from anybody. Okay, another option to writing your sales letters is to use software tools. There are software tools out there that can create the sales letter for you. You know, you just open up the software and you just answer a few questions such as the name of your product, the benefits and features, and so on. Now, the problem with these software tools is a lot of times the sales letter that it puts out it seems like it was written by a robot, so you may have to do some editing. And for that, I recommend you buy this book on Amazon. It's called Bon Halbert's. Actually, it's a book by Bon Halbert, and the title of the book is The Halbert Copywriting Method Part 3. And Bon Halbert is the son of the great copywriting master Gary Halbert. Okay, but the Halbert Copywriting Method Part 3 teaches you how to edit a rough draft of a sales letter. So this is great for editing sales letters that are created by these sales letter software tools. Okay, it helps you, or it teaches you how to smooth it out and make it more appealing.